All right.
All right.
Time to put timeout. Blake Lively in timeout. Actually, someone she used to kind of work alongside is doing the work for us. So we're just kind of reporting the story. But if you're over the Blake Lively story, might I encourage you to stick around for the Groundhog Phil story that will follow it. But first, there was a chef who named Rosella Rago, who worked behind the scenes on Gossip Girl.
I just started watching Gossip Girl.
Really?
Yeah, it was on sale at like Goodwill, and I just bought it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
First few seasons.
You bought the DVD of Gossip Girl?
Yeah, because the cabin, I don't have Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's not why you called.
I'm going to choose to not be distracted by that.
Okay.
Chef Rosella Rago, who worked behind the scenes on Gossip Girl, says Blake was, quote unquote, horrendous to work with. And she's throwing Justin under the bus because, quote, she's used to being adored. This according to the Gossip Girl chef. She adds, quote, and I don't know if this is to be taken literally or not.
Sure.
She would burp and fart in the middle of the set.
I believe it.
And act like we were lucky to be smelling her farts. I don't like saying that sentence.
I don't like that you said it.
She was very unpleasant to work with. I just don't know how else to say it. Going on to say, the chef from Gossip Girl, I'm going to attest that Blake Lively is horrendous. I'm sorry to burst your bubble.
Wow.
She was a Nepo baby. And when she was 19, the whole world was blowing smoke up her.
If that's true,
yeah,
that's too bad. Because here you have a really talented person who seems to be intelligent, certainly stunningly beautiful. What do you get out of being mean? It's not even like are you projecting how you feel about yourself? Because again, if people are constantly adoring you and telling you how beautiful you are, how talented you are, I don't get it. I don't get what the purpose, not that there should be a purpose, period, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
You got everything going for you, honey. Why do you need to be mean to people? This
is an unsolvable mystery, right? I mean, think of the movie Mean Girls. It's all about that, right? You got the pretty girls, the popular, but the meanest. If this is true, I'm sure Blake Lively and her team have something to say about it. But I wonder if we'll see some more of this as time goes on with this Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni situation. If we will hear more character witnesses, either coming to the defense of someone or perhaps adding a little fuel to the flame.
Yeah, I do. I feel bad all around. I feel bad for Justin Baldoni, who is just, really starting to really make a mark. And then I feel bad for Blake Lively, who's getting a lot of hate online, and I read a story that said she doesn't want to go anywhere, doesn't want to do anything. She's just at home crying and just feeling really awful about her. So you don't want to see people suffer,
no. Yeah, I don't want that for anybody.
Yeah, I just wish they would settle their differences. I think they're both. If both stories are true, they're both wrong, right? If there was some kind of inappropriate behavior on set on the part of the producers, then they should take responsibility for that. If she's trying to steal this guy's movie that he bought the rights to, that he directed, that he stars in, that's a problem too. Like that clip that Justin Baldoni released, that video of them on the set slow dancing and they're discussing their characters while they're getting this like shot that's not going to include their dialogue.
Right.
She's completely trying to direct the director in the scene. Now, he put out the video. I don't know. Maybe she's got video of other stuff. But in that particular scene, I'm thinking, why are you trying to direct him? It's his movie.
But it's funny. After he put it out, Blake Lively's camp was like, see, that's what we're talking about. He was being inappropriate there. Is there any chance, a boy could be naive, that they both call each other up their lawyers do whatever and say, no one's going to win.
Yeah, why are we trying to hurt each other's
Let's just drop
careers?
it. Let's both put out statements and say, we resolved this behind the issues. We both had missteps, things we would have done now that we've heard how it's impacted the other person, and we want to move on putting more positive energy and light into the work that we do.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Yes, I would like to see that. I don't know if that will happen. If it does, I almost feel like it has to come from her camp. That's just me.
Now this on PETA and Punxsutawney Phil. How would you feel if on Groundhog Day we didn't get to see a groundhog? Every year, PETA makes it very clear that they're not really a fan of using an actual groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil as it were. And they've offered suggestions on things that they could do instead. Well, this year, they have a new idea. They say that if the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club agrees to retire Phil permanently to a reputable animal sanctuary, they will provide a giant vegan weather reveal cake every year.
I like how you just buried the word cake. Weather reveal
cake every year. If the inside of the cake is blue, 6 more weeks of winter. If it's pink, there will be an early spring. Your thoughts?
I kind of like it.
Dawn. Whose side are you on?
I kind of remember when Phil bit the guy. He was bleeding.
I got a feeling that Punxsutawney Phil is the source of envy of all of the rest of the groundhog community. I bet that guy's living a better life than just about any groundhog.
I vote cake.
No, give me the cake. Groundhog. You're putting groundhogs out of work.
No.
Yes, you
Make
are.
it a groundhog-shaped cake.
And now Phil's going to be released into the wild and get eaten. Good night, everybody.